Encanto has catchy songs, a Colombian setting created with exquisite respect, and a story with the usual morals. Together we can, family comes first, we are all valuable, etc. In short, a Disney movie to watch with the kids and quickly forget. But then, why since this movie came to Disney Plus have the networks been abuzz with theories about the deep meaning of this family movie? The plot is clear. The Madrigal family has received the miracle of a Bali sanctuary, a house with its own personality and magical gifts for the whole family, except for Mirabel, the protagonist of the story, who suspects that something in the whole spell begins to crack and undertakes an investigation. However, the underlying theme of the story is not so clear, perhaps because there is a very ambivalent character, no enemy to defeat, and some questions in the air, such as what is the origin of the miracle? Why doesn't Mirabel receive any gifts? Who are the persecutors of the family? In today's video, we are going to talk about 5 incredible theories of the movie Encanto. Are you ready to embark on this adventure? So, let's get started! Theory number 1. Encanto is a symbol of disability. According to this theory, the fact that Mirabel is the only one without magical powers in the family makes her a disabled among the Madrigals, something that conditions the dynamics of the clan and the role of each of its members. Mirabel is not allowed to do anything because she can't, not even the things she can. Her sister Luisa, the strong one, protects her from everything. Isabella, on the other hand, is condemned to perfection to make up for her sister's shortcomings. That is why she cannot refuse the marriage that her grandmother wants for her. The family cannot afford any more problems. Theory number 2. Grandma is the villain of the movie. Grandma Alma took the Madrigals to the valley, received the miracle that gave them shelter, and became the guardian. But it is she who is destroying the family. All the Madrigals suffer from anxiety because of their high expectations. Pepa is a bundle of nerves. Luisa is a tool without the right to a life of her own. Isabella cannot get out of her role as the Golden Girl. Bruno, the only one who got out of the script, has been exiled, and Mirabel, the granddaughter who did not achieve a gift, is the disgrace of the family. The villain, based on toxicity and lack of empathy, is the matriarch of the family. Theory number 3. At its heart, it's a story about war refugees and transgenerational trauma. The Madrigals began this story fleeing violence. Spanish conquerors, guerrillas, I really don't know. Along the way, they lost their identity, Pedro, their grandfather, and their peace of mind. Yes, they found a magical refuge, but the panic of losing it, of not deserving it, and of finding themselves defenseless again lingers in the family. And although only the grandmother experienced the original trauma, since she was the only adult of the Madrigals when they had to flee, she has passed on that dread to her children and grandchildren. What's more, for the grandmother, the priority is to safeguard the family, and that goal is above the emotional well-being of any of its members. Their value depends on what they can contribute to the security and survival of the clan. Her resentment towards Mirabel, in fact, stems from her granddaughter's uselessness in this regard, and from the grandmother's own terror of losing a sanctuary that continues to feel precarious. Theory number 4. Grandma is the creator of the miracle. A twist to the previous theory is that the grandmother is the creator of the miracle that makes the valley and the magic house, and the one that grants powers to the other members of the family. But after all the horrors she has lived through, such as the death of her husband Pedro or her flight, her self-esteem is in tatters. That is why she believes that the miracle is something foreign to her, when she is the original wizard responsible for everything. By the way, according to this theory, Mirabel did receive a gift, the same as her grandmother, since she is her heiress and the future leader of the Madrigals. Doesn't Mirabel understand Casita better than anyone else? Isn't she the first to see its cracks and to detect the weakening of the miracle? Other details seems to give solidity to this theory. Mirabel is the one who sees and understands the butterfly, and the only one to whom the grandmother tells the complete story of the candle that must not go out. One more detail. Mirabel's clothes have embroidery that symbolizes the other members of the family, a candle for her grandmother, flowers for Isabella, a chameleon for Camelo, and a lot more, making us understand that she is the heart of the clan. And finally, theory number 5. Casita is the soul of grandfather Pedro. We may not have thought too much about the character in Casita. After all, animated objects abound in children's movies, from the mansion's furniture in Beauty and the Beast to the magic carpet in Aladdin. But some internet users claim that the creator of the miracle that saved the family was Grandpa Pedro. His sacrifice created the magic that raised the mountains to protect them. In fact, his soul remains in the house that will serve as the new home for the Madrigals. Towards the end of the movie, when the magic wears off and the house falls apart, he makes an almost human farewell gesture. Arguments for and against are allowed. And this has been all for today. You can leave your theories about Encanto in the comments, because I'm going to read all of them. If you liked the video, don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel. And if you don't want to miss any news about your favorite animated movies, you can activate the notification bell. You can also follow me on my social networks, Twitter and Instagram. The links are down below in the description. See you in the next video. A kiss and bye! We don't talk about Bruno, no, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno. But it was my wedding day. Oh my gosh, that song is so catchy.